So good morning there, YouTube. All right, so it's morning. It's like, what time is it? Oh my gosh. It is, it's 9:15. 9:15 in the morning. I've been up for about 2 hours. But I'm still drinking my coffee. So it's like the morning jolt with that guy that gets on and talks. Or Jay Christina. I think that guy's name is Jay Christina. I hate it when I get stuff wrong because I'm like, yeah, Jay Christina. Don't forget about SD Express cards. It's true. Okay, so today I'd like to just have a little discussion about multiple things from YouTube posters. A couple discussions. First thing is I'm always going back and forth with this angry photographer guy. And it's just because he tries to defend, like, I don't understand what he's gaining from, you know, bashing the Nikon Z7. I don't get it. I just don't get it. I could see being upset that it doesn't have, like, the professional eye cup or the dual card slots or something like that for professional use. Lens Rental's Z7 Teardown. This is a damn well-built camera. The best built mirrorless full-frame camera we've taken apart. They took it apart. The camera's made in Japan. So even the angry photographer said that this camera was really well built. It's made in Japan. It's built better than almost any other camera that they've taken apart. And they took apart the EOS R. So angry photographer's like, better than what? He came on there and said, well, the Nikon Z7 is better. Better than what? And he said, better than what? Better than other mirrorless cameras. Let's look. Because I'll go ahead and point these out for him. This is for you, angry photographer. You're like, what's better about the Z7 mirrorless than other cameras? Better than the Nikon D850? No, it's not. Not for photos. For video? Yes. It's better than the Nikon D850 for video. But not necessarily for photos. The image quality is the same as the D850 for photos, 99.9% of the time, unless you get that little banding, but that's so rare it's almost impossible to do. You have to shoot like an idiot. If you're not a very good photographer, you're going to get banding because you're going to underexpose and have to boost the shadows up so high that you'll see the banding. So, but let's look. Let's look. New item released in limited quantity. Now, he also bashed and said, well, they're not selling. Really? They're not selling so much that they're out of stock at B&H. That's how little they've sold. He keeps trying to bash them. Oh, they aren't sold very well. They're selling so well, they're not in stock. Just like the D850. That was a phenomenal camera. That's my favorite, the best DSLR ever made was the Nikon D850. So you want to compare the Nikon Z7 mirrorless digital camera, their first attempt, to the D850 and say, well, it's not a D850. It's not. It's a mirrorless camera. It's not a D850. It's a mirrorless. It's better at video. It's better at certain things than the D850. The D850 is better if all you shoot is photographs. If all you want is a professional photography camera, buy the D850. You can't go wrong. It's the best DSLR professional photography camera DSLR ever made. But if you want a camera that you can do both video and photo and you can leave it alone and it does autofocus in video, the D850 doesn't do that. Autofocus is crap in video on a D850. It's good on the Z7. It's very good on the Z7 as a matter of fact. Go check out Snapcheck's videos. She's using it all the time to vlog with. It's an awesome camera. So let's see the price. So for the price, the Nikon Z7 is $3,396, basically $3,400. The Alpha A7R3 is $3,200. So it's $200 more than the A7 III. And you're like, well, yeah, that's right. So let me point out the ways it's better than the A7 III. You ready? It's better weather sealed. It's better built. It's better ergonomically. It's got a better touch touch screen on the back. The screen on the back is better. The EVF is, a lot of people say, better. I don't know how better it is. It's got a faster memory card. The memory card, this one has 2 memory card slots, but one is slow. If you use both, it slows down to the slowest speed. That's not better. That makes it even slower. So you can't really shoot like 4K video on both cards because it doesn't go fast enough. The second card is much slower, so it doesn't go fast enough for 4K video. So, yeah, there's that. Very consumerish. It's a consumer electronic style. It's very consumerish camera. But it's a good camera. But he asked better than what? And I'm showing him what it's better than. It's better than the A7R III. It's better than that. Is it better for autofocus, eye detection off? No. A7 III is better at that. It is. But there's a lot of things that are better on the Nikon. The lens mount is better. Let's weigh it like, who's the camera for? If you didn't have any camera, and you didn't have a camera, and you wanted to go buy a camera, and you didn't have any lenses, and you wanted to buy a camera and lenses, probably the A7 III would probably be a better deal because it's been out for a little bit longer. It's got, with the 2470 f4 lens, it's $4,000. That's not bad. That's pretty good. It's an extra $800. It's basically the same type of kit as the Z7. So how much is the Z7 with the 2470? I don't know. It's pretty close. It's $39.96. It's the same, basically the same price. It's actually a little bit more for the A7R III, and the A7R III, but the A7R III has gotten a lot of the stuff out of the way. It's got it's got 201 reviews, and they're all 5-star. Nikon doesn't have any reviews, and they show it in stock here, but it's in stock. Maybe the kit is in stock with the lens for $4,000. But I mean, it's pretty much the same exact price. Does 4K UHD video? But the Nikon's weather sealed. It's got better weather sealing. Much better. Much better. Everybody I've seen and everything I've seen, they complained that there was another review where the A7R III, they took it out in the rain and it messed up the camera. Just in the rain, not like in a torrential downpour, just rain, just regular rain. It messed up the camera. So it's nowhere near as well built as the Z7. So for the same price, I'd probably go with the Nikon. It's newer technology. It's the same price as this with the lens. Body only, it's more by $200, but same price. So he asked, compared to what? Compared to the Sony. There. That's the only one that's close to it. What do you want to compare it to? The Canon? The EOS R? Well, the Nikon shoots better video. It's already been proven. Max Ulev did a video about it and showed that the Nikon, and actually almost every other camera, shot better video than the EOS R. EOS R looks like scaled up standard definition, not even high definition. It looks like 720p scaled up to 4K. It's really bad. The video is really soft. So when he goes on these crazy rants and attacks the Z7, I think it's completely unfounded. I think it is. Yeah, it's not the camera he wanted, but he already has the camera he wants. The 850. There, problem solved. See? The 850, body only. How much is that? $3,200. So it's $33. The body only is $33. $32.96. So $3,300. Basically the same exact. It's $100 more for the Z7 for the body only. So it's $100 more for the Z7. I'm trying to make sure because I haven't gone through and looked at these, but honestly, it's out of stock, but more on the way. They're going to get more of them in. That's a phenomenal camera. If you want a professional, unbelievably good focusing, unbelievably good camera. You can't go wrong with the D850. It's absolutely the best DSLR from 2017. Came out in 2017. So absolutely the best camera. Best DSLR. I would, say it's the best DSLR ever made. The problem is now everything is going to mirrorless. Every manufacturer is coming out with mirrorless cameras because people don't want DSLRs anymore, because they're not just because they're big and chunky, just because it's so much nicer to look at the back of the screen or look through the EVF and see what you're going to be taking a picture of. And the video is like 24/7 live view. So that's one of the big bonuses is video. That's the other thing. He jumps on there and says, well, I don't do video. Okay, fine. Don't buy the camera, you bald idiot. If you don't like it, don't buy it. But there's a lot of people that would buy the camera because it does better video than the Nikon D850. Duh! There's those of us that actually shoot video and photos at the same time. There's actually those of us that do both photography and video. Oh, shocker. We do it professionally, you freaking bald-headed jackwagon. And for those of us that already have tons of Nikon lenses that you recommended, tons of Nikon F-mount lenses, for those of us that already have a bunch of lenses and don't want to buy a different freaking system that shoots video, because it happens to have eye detection autofocus or focus a slight bit better than the competition. That's who the freaking Nikon Z7 and Z6 is for, you bald-headed freaking idiot. It's not for you. The camera for you is an X-T3. Go have at it. Go take your Fuji and enjoy it, your medium format Fuji. Go shoot pictures of birds or whatever the hell it is you want to shoot. Us professionals that shoot weddings are going to shoot with the gear that we want. So by attacking, oh, this thing's stupid, it's got one card slot, who would buy it, for what, compared to what? Compared to the other cameras, dumbass. God, I don't know how freaking, look, I shoot 50% video, 50% photos, professionally, not on a side, professionally. Oh, you don't believe me? Let's go look. Here's professional, I'm going to go professionally for just a second on your ass. Here's galleries. Look, Mina and Daniel. Look, this is a gallery. Oh, let's go back. That one there. That one there. Keisha and Chad. Jamie and Jonathan. Here's another one. This one here. Let's see. Preview gallery. Look at this. I'll be damn. Hannah and Brandon. Photos by Michael Dontigny. Oh, look, a bunch of photos. Look. A wedding. Look, you asked for proof. People that actually do it. Guess what? This wedding was photo and video. 50-50. You're such a freaking jackass. Learn to know who you're talking about before you go running off at the freaking stupid ass mouth. Who are these things for? These things are for people that shoot both. Jackass. You don't shoot both. I don't even know why you got an X-T3 if you're not shooting video with it all the time. Because you like the photos? Okay, great. Have fun shooting with your X-T3. Me, I want a full frame camera. Look, that one I showed you. Yeah, Hannah and Brandon. This is the same couple. Here's a video of the same couple that I just showed you right here. Where is it? Hannah and Brandon. See? Photos by Michael Dontigny. Look, here's photos of a wedding that I shot the photography on. Hey, and guess what? Here's video of the same wedding that I shot the photography on. Here's the video. Oh, look, there's a drone shot. I don't see you buying a drone. Of course you wouldn't. Why would you? You're a bald idiot. Sits in front of the camera and bitches about how blah, 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 blah. It's not professional. It's not professional. Here's professional doing professional things with professional cameras. Don't tell me what's not professional and what is. I'll tell you what's professional and what isn't. You know what's professional? You know what's professional? This camera's professional. This little Lumix G85 is professional. You know why? Because lots of this video was shot with this camera, you freaking bleeming idiot. It doesn't matter. The camera isn't professional or not professional. Is the camera well built? Yes. Right there. Lens Rental says it's the best built freaking this is a damn well, but the best built mirrorless full frame camera we've ever taken apart. We've taken apart right there. And he keeps doing this quote from you keep quoting the guy that said that it wasn't aimed at professionals. Yeah, it wasn't aimed at professionals. That doesn't mean that it's not a professional camera. That means that the camera was not advertised. It wasn't when they were making it. They were thinking, let's make a D760, you know, a D750 style camera. That's not professional. That's not considered professional. But I've been shooting professionally with it for years. So don't tell me what's not professional, what's professional. You can just look. You can just go back to and crying and acting like a big idiot on your channel and attacking every camera company for whatever, and it makes it. It's just annoying to every single time see your video because you do such great. This guy, Angry Photographer, does such great videos. You know, when he does a review of something and he realizes he might have been a little bit wrong about it, or like that when he reviewed the Sony A7 R3 or whatever, or A9 or whatever it was, he said, wow, this is actually a much better camera than he thought. Great. Or when he does a review of a lens and he says this lens is like awesome. But that's the reason why I bought it, because he said it was awesome, and he's right. Like this Tokina, I bought this. This is a great little lens. This 100mm f2.8 Tokina. It's one of my favorites. It's a little low budget, little cheap lens, but it's a great little lens. It's a macro lens. I mean, I use it for macro photography. But anyway, it's a great lens. So he was right about that. He's been right about a lot of stuff. The D500 was a phenomenal camera, and he called it early on. He was right about it. Phenomenal camera. The D850 is a phenomenal camera. You know, it's a ridiculously good camera. But so is the Z7, and so is the Z6 is gonna be a fantastic camera. The only thing you could argue about is the Z7 should have been a little bit cheaper than a camera like the D850, which is more aimed at professional. It's more of a aimed at professionals. See, the Z7 wasn't aimed at professionals. The D850 was aimed at professionals. It's considered the professional grade camera, even though the right from the beginning, it's considered a professional grade camera. So technically, what it should have been was, $3,000, $2,900 for the Z7 would have been a good price, because you have for $2,000 for $900 less you get the Z6, and that's a great price for the Z6. So anyway, I got a little bit irritated, and I get irritated every time I see him do the stupid things and say stupid stuff like he did in this video that was just ridiculous. Where is he? Right here. Salty rant. Rabid Nikon Z7 drama. He's upset. See, you can say the exact same opposite about him. He jumps on the gun. There was another guy, Jay Christina. Great guy. I like watching his videos, but he was bashing Nikon too, saying, well, they stuck with XQD, and the XQD card is over, and you can't even get XQD cards anymore, which you still can. And Nikon made a big mistake. What are they going to do? Now that they basically said that there's no more XQD support, and they're the only ones, and they've already said that they're going to change. They're going to update the cameras to CFast Express or whatever, the other little mode that's just like the XQD. Well, here's the thing. You buy a camera, it's got some XQD cards, right? And then they upgrade the firmware so it works with the next format that's coming out. So already it's already faster than the other things, right? It's already faster. Once CFast Express comes out, it's going to be basically have an unlimited buffer. It'll be unlimited. It will be able to write directly to the card as fast as you can take the pictures on the Z7. So it won't have to fill the buffer and empty the buffer. The buffer will empty instantaneously into the thing because it's quad channel and all this other stuff. But right now, you have two options. You can either buy a camera with SD cards, which is definitely a dying breed. and it's not going to be around. They're going to come out with faster cards, and it's the next cameras that are coming out will have to have faster cards. Or you can buy one like that has the XQD, where you can buy cards now, and they're going to update the firmware, and then end up using those same cards later. It's not just because they're only Sony makes the cards or whatever. It doesn't mean they're going away, and you're never going to be able to get cards again. That's just kind of silly. It's just kind of a little bit silly. There it is right there. Nikon customers suffer the end of XQD, Z7, D850, D500 and more. Today we'll look at possible end of Sony's blah blah blah. How it can affect Nikon, even the brand new Z6 of both Lexar and ProGrade. That's because Lexar said that they're not making the cards anymore because of Sony. Something to do with Sony. I don't know what Sony did. Anyway, it's been interesting ranting with you guys this morning. I gave you a laundry list of reasons why the Z7 is better than the A7R3. That it's its nearest competitor. And the Z6 will be better than the A7 or the Sony A7 III. It'll be better than that. How? Because it's already better built. It's already waterproof. It's already weatherproof. It's got the same body as the Z7, so it's already a better built body than the A7 III. A7 III's, everybody complained that it's kind of kiddyish, and the touchscreen actually works throughout the menus on the A7 on the Z6. The touchscreen will work throughout the menus. Touch the focus and everything works. It's got a better EVF. It already has a better EVF than the A7 III. It's going to have the same. It's going to have the same EVF on the Z6 as is on the Z7. They've already said it has the exact same EVF. So it already has a way better EVF than on the Sony A7 III. It's equal to the A7R3 or the A9. It's equal. The EVF is equal to those, if not a little bit better on Nikons. People have said they like the Nikon a little bit better, but some people said there's still some ghosting or something when you go real fast. I'm not sure. I don't know. But all I know is it's better than the A7 III, because that one, everybody complained that it was a low-res screen. It's got lower res EVF. Anyway, I'm out of here, YouTube. Have a good day. See ya.